Now everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham is. Everybody wants a piece of Sophie Cunningham. Her jersey is the #1 selling jersey in the WNBA. Sold out. Now,
why? I don't guess she could buy the entire WNBA.
One shirt, one viral post, one fearless player. And suddenly, the WNBA as we knew it shattered. Sophie Cunningham didn't just slip on an Arby shirt. She ignited a full-blown uprising.
Somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's
$800,000 in shirt sales in a single day. The WNBA wasn't ready. Chaos rippled through the league. They tried to contain it, but it was too late. They slapped Sophie with a fine, yet the fans crowned her a legend. Offers came next, yes, even from professional wrestling. This wasn't basketball anymore. This was full-scale rebellion. It all began with a foul no one saw. Sophie Cunningham took a hard hit to the head, no whistle. Another grab to the neck, still nothing. The crowd erupted with anger, but Sophie had reached her limit. She refused to stay quiet. Then came the spark, a TikTok roasting the refs, calling them slow, blind, useless. In minutes, it exploded, 1.3 million views, a storm of furious, chaotic comments. The game had changed, and Sophie had lit the—
So as you can see after the game, Caitlin Clark and Sophie are both running up to the referee here. They are both so upset, and the referee is just walking away from them. He won't even look at them in the face. He keeps turning. Like, Sophie even went up at one point and is like tapping on his arm. He would not even look at them. You guys, I have watched so much basketball in my lifetime, so much NBA, so much professional basketball. It's comical at times when you see the players after the game talking to the refs, because a lot of them end up knowing each other at a certain point because they've reffed their game so many times. The fact that this referee wouldn't even acknowledge the player—
Fans were finally saying what no player dared to voice. And how did the WNBA respond? A $5,000 fine, an attempt to silence her. But Sophie turned their punishment into a spectacle. She laughed, out loud. Then she detonated the next bomb. Game night, and Sophie struts in wearing the now infamous Arby shirt. Hot girls eat Arby's. Boom. The internet combusted. It wasn't just a joke, it was a calculated strike. Fans went wild. Even Arby's official account hailed her as an unapologetic queen. Comments flooded. You call pickup anytime in Tucson. It was pure chaos, pure legend making. Arby's plus Sophie equals a marketing masterpiece. With one t-shirt, Sophie just shattered the WNBA. Within hours, every shirt in the country sold out. By the next day, 800,000 units gone, millions in revenue, none for the league. They tried to bury her. She turned it into the most audacious marketing coup in women's sports history. The WNBA didn't just lose control, they lost their brightest spotlight. Sophie's TikTok following skyrocketed from 300,000 to over 1.7 million in days.
Because her jersey surpassed the all-time woman, Caitlin Clark. The most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, got her jersey surpassed by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham stood up for Caitlin Clark. She did all of these Instagrams. She did all of this stuff. And next thing you know, it all didn't matter. It didn't matter. I mean, I'm looking at her Instagram.
Brands started circling like sharks. Jersey sales skyrocketed. And then the story took a wild turn. Jeannie Buss, Lakers owner, dangled a shocking offer. A spot in WOW Women of Wrestling. Her reasoning? Sophie wasn't just a player. She was the enforcer the WNBA desperately needed. A protector not only for herself, but for Caitlin Clark. Yes, even Caitlin Clark was dragged into the storm, and Angel Reese? She didn't stay quiet. She reposted the Arby's clip with a fire emoji captioned, "They scared of real ones." Here's the ugly truth the WNBA refuses to admit. They made this monster. Instead of fixing the refereeing, they punish the players. Instead of listening to their stars, they try to silence them. And now, Sophie Cunningham, she isn't just a player. She's the emblem of a full-blown
arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday with so many Sky members being out of the lineup. But nonetheless, she came walking in to the arena yesterday wearing that. There she is right there. Let's just bring this up over at Tater Report. There she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of...
While the league scrambles to spin the story, Sophie is out here rewriting the rules in blazing red ink. She knows the truth. This isn't just basketball, it's entertainment. Fans pay to feel something, and Sophie? She's delivering on every level. She works tirelessly in the off-season, but this is her stage. She smiles, she laughs, she ignites the crowd, and that energy isn't optional. It's her signature. She's an engine of chaos and charisma, a player who bends the game to her will. Playing alongside Caitlin Clark on national TV? That's a fever that spreads. Every friendship, every on-court moment, every perceived protective takedown, it fuels the legend. Perception rules, and suddenly, everyone is watching. The WNBA, in meltdown mode. Offers from WoW, headlines on every screen, and with Arby sauce on top, fans are asking the hard questions. Is this league even safe for its stars? Is it tearing itself apart? Officials scramble to maintain good vibes, but Sophie is redefining the game. She proves authenticity beats control, courage beats silence, and a $5,000 fine is just another badge of honor. And here's the twist nobody saw coming. The league is now threatening to ban branded clothing entirely. Not fixing refs, not improving leadership, just more control. Meanwhile, Sophie posts herself holding an Arby's burger, gold chain dangling, 5K fine club. Rumor has it, Arby's is ready to drop $2 million for her to lead their national campaign. This isn't just Sophie anymore. This is every athlete who's ever been told to sit down and shut up. Sophie Cunningham just changed the game forever. Drop a fire emoji if you feel it. Ask yourself, is the WNBA collapsing or just terrified of its own stars? And don't blink, the next episode dives deep into how Caitlin Clark almost walked away from the league in protest of politics that still haunt it.